All right, very hot.
All right, before I talk about the incident we had early this morning, I have a black band on my badge. There was a young deputy with Florence County Sheriff's Department that was killed yesterday. So I just ask everybody to remember him, his family, and Florence County Sheriff's Department in the prayers. Last week was Police Week, where we honored and remembered those who lost their life in the line of duty, and also our police dogs who lost their life in the line of duty. I'm standing here this morning, again, by the grace of God, that I'm not talking about one of our deputies being killed or another police dog being killed. Could have happened last night. We were very fortunate, very lucky. We did have one of our police dogs that did get shot and got injured, but our deputies were not injured. It started about 12:15 last night off of Hunt Club Road. It's a combination apartment complex and condos. We got a 911 call to our dispatch from a citizen that lived there. Before we play any of these videos, people need to know what they're going to see is not entertainment. It is not to make anybody feel good either way whatsoever. But I think it's important that the community hears what transpired last night and sees what transpired last night, so the community will understand what happened last night, the actions that our deputy took, and why he did what he did. I will tell you that I've spoken to the family of the young man that was killed last night and talked with them, explained to them the basics that I could. I'll talk to them also about getting together at some point in the very near future and letting them see all the stuff that we've got also. There's no reason to keep it hidden or secret or concealed from them. By doing what we're doing this morning, I hope will prevent anybody from creating a narrative that is not true, that where deputies stood over someone and shot them while they're on the ground or shot somebody in the back. What you're going to see is what actually happened. The facts, we operate on facts. We don't operate on rumors and so forth. And one thing we've always done at Richland County Sheriff's Department is put information out as quickly as we can when there's been a critical incident. That way our community knows really what happened and not have somebody create a story. We will do this investigation and gather the facts. The facts will be presented to the solicitor's office, who will determine that it's if it's justified shooting or not. The coroner's office will do their investigation, and then our Citizens Advisory Council will also look at what I will show you today, but they will see a lot more than that. So our Citizens Advisory Council, so the checks and balances that are in place are 3 different independent entities that will look at what happened this morning, and that way the citizens of Richland County can feel very confident that this thing has been thoroughly looked at by different individuals, different entities, and their findings will be made. So it starts off with a 911 call, and I will say the dispatcher did a great job last night. I know sometimes they are criticized, but last night this dispatcher and this citizen did a great job. The citizen's voice that you hear will not be identified. He knows that his voice is fixing to be made public, and he understands it. And we told him how much we appreciated what he did. So we'll play.
Where's your emergency?
I'm at 7602 Hunt Club Road. So those are condo complexes, and one of the neighbors just, I forgot to lock my door, and so it appears to be 2 individuals going around checking cars, and looks like they actually went into still around here, but roaming around.
Okay, what do they look like, sir?
Well, one has a red hoodie and one has a black hoodie. I didn't see them. I saw one person from a distance. I'm actually, I went and checked my vehicle, and then I'm just checking like the community area, and I saw one individual walking around. He looked like he had a black backpack on, and then he disappeared amongst some parked vehicles. So I don't know where he went. I didn't see the one with the red hoodie. Black hoodie one is still in the complex. I mean, I don't know if they live here or if they're just walking around checking vehicles. So I don't know where they went. The one person I saw, I was probably like not even 100 feet away from him when I got in my vehicle, and he was walking down a row of cars, and he just didn't. I think he probably ducked down amongst the cars. I didn't want to stop and get out or anything like that and try to look for him, but my center console was open. One of the removable trays was in the passenger seat. I see two people now in the parking lot walking toward the entrance. One's got a red hoodie, one's got a black hoodie. Walking towards which? They're actually walking out toward the entrance right now. So,
Listen to me. Which entrance?
toward the entrance toward Hunt Club Road.
Okay.
I mean, they're walking out right now.
I got units coming. I got units coming, sir.
Went back to my apartment. I'm at the corner, but I can still see toward the entrance, and they're still walking toward the entrance. That's Hunt Club Road, yes.
Could you tell they're a male or female?
They're two males. They look like they're going past. When you come in, there's a pool on the right, and they look like they stopped going toward the entrance and went toward the pool area. They're yelling, get out. They're yelling, get out, get out. There looks like there's more than two people. I just heard shots fired.
All right, sir. Be safe where you are, sir.
All right. Before we show the next one again, I want to caution those who are watching this. You're going to see someone lose their life. It is not something that we go out and hope that we do. It's something we go out and we hope that we do not have to do. But individuals make the choice that puts us in a position to where we have to do what we have to do to protect the lives of our deputies and our citizens. And again, I've spoken to the parents, and they're probably watching this right now, and I know this is very painful. You're going to see the body cam of K-9 Officer Jeffcoat. K-9 Officer Barry is with him, so we have two K-9 people, but we only have one dog. The entrance that the caller was talking about this is the entrance. Hunt Club Road would be here, and this is where the individuals that the caller described is walking. And the deputies see them almost immediately as they get there.
Hey, stop. You run, you go get dog bit. Get on the ground. On the ground. Down. Stop. Get down. You run, you get dog bit too. Contact, shot fired.
Okay, the first two shots were fired by this man here. One shot hit the dog. The other shot was directed at the deputy. This is the gun that this individual has in his hand. Jeffcoat had already shot prior to you seeing this frame. It was very quick, but this is the gun. I'm going to continue. You can see again the gun, and as he's laying on the ground, there's the gun also. This is a bullet that we recovered at the scene. It actually has hair from K-9 Cairo that was shot, and that's the gun that was recovered from the individual. This is Cairo at the CVETs. Cairo was shot in the ear. This is the ear being stitched up. 2 individuals that ran, we apprehended one of them very quickly, and that is John Williams, who's 20 years old. He has no criminal record. He's been charged with breaking into motor vehicles. The other one that you saw run that had the gun was Mr. George Darby. He's 20 years old. He does have previous arrest. He was arrested in December of last year for having a stolen pistol on him. That charge was dismissed in April of this year. That's Williams. He has 2 counts now, but there will be additional counts of breaking in. You know, breaking into vehicles has plagued not only our community but throughout the United States. Every night, you know, I've stood up here previously and talked about how we have people that go through subdivisions, apartment complexes, just pulling on handles and open doors and going in and stealing whatever's going. But I've also talked about how these young people with guns and how these guns end them up in either 1 or 2 places, either in the cemetery or in prison. And unfortunately, the gun that you saw earlier caused someone to lose their life. Jeff Coates been in law enforcement for 8 years, been with us for the past 3 years. Barry has been with us for 10, he's been in law enforcement 10 years, been with us for the past 5 years. Cairo is a Belgian Malinois, he's been with us for 5 years. Again, this is not something that we look forward to do, but I'm thankful that I'm standing here not talking about either one of those officers being killed or our police dog being killed. But unfortunately, a young man did lose his life by some decisions that he made last night. Questions?
Do you know how many shots were fired towards the deputy and the canines?
2. Okay, thank y'all.
Yeah, or if you guys are gonna put on,
Yeah.